Hang on. Let me just do this.
Luke's coming in a sec. Our drummer.
Cool, mate. Cool. Well, we'll bring him on when he comes on. Hey, people got another.
That's fine.
We've got another introducing emerging band. We've had track as an exclusive, and we're going to get to know them. And well, we're all going to get to know them, aren't we? So we're waiting for another person to come along. But anyway, how are you doing?
I'm all right. How are you?
Yeah, I'm sound, man. I'm sound. So we're waiting for the drummer.
We're waiting for Luke, the drummer that's always late. So.
Oh, they're always late. They're always fucking late drummers. They're a fucking nightmare. They're a bane of every band's life for fucking drummers, aren't they? Hey? Do you know what I mean? Oh, I've got to carry all this kit. Oh, it's all right for you, your guitar and your microphone. Yeah, here he comes now. Luke Marples.
Yeah, you know what they're like.
Yeah, fucking nightmare.
Is he here?
Oh, here he is. Decided to turn up. How you doing, Luke?
Is he now?
Yeah, he's there. It's on the screen.
Hello.
How you doing, man?
There he is. Can you see him?
Not too bad.
We're just saying how punctual you are all the time. You're always there on time and everything. Never an issue with you.
Oh, never.
How you doing?
Yeah, I'm not too bad. Yourself?
Yeah, I'm sound man. I'm just going to try and get rid of that. Where's that gone? Yeah. Cool. Well, thanks for both coming on. Nice to have you on. Nice to have you on the show. Let me just move this because there's three of us. It sort of messes. It'll be all right. I'll leave it where it is. I think it'll be fine. I'll just move it up a bit and it's out of the way then. It messes up when there's more than two. You see, because it just puts everything on the screens. So Marples, thanks very much. We had your track as an exclusive. Then that's your latest one as well, which is I've Been Shown. Is that correct? Is that the one?
Yeah.
Correct, yeah.
Excellent. So tell us a bit about... Go on.
I would say basically about the track and stuff like that. We did release an EP, and I've been shown. I'm thinking about it today because I knew we were going to be on here. But I've been shown it to be on the EP, but big persuasion and stuff like that from some of his mates. We got told to leave it and put some other songs on there. And I'm saying that now. I'm really glad that we did that, to be fair, because as we've progressed, and we didn't have Luke in the band before, and I'm so glad now we've done it, because it's just the quality of it now is a lot better than what it would have been back then. So I'm chuffed with it, to be fair.
Oh, brilliant. Well, it does happen because you evolve, and we have that a few times with bands where they've held things off and they've come out absolutely perfect. So how many's in the band in total then? Is it about 4 of you?
Aye. Classic 4 indie rock band. Got Neb on vocals, rhythm guitar, lead guitarist, me, and then we got a bassist.
Excellent. So how did you all get together? Is it schoolmates or just what's the story?
I'll let Neb start off.
Yeah, I'll start it. But basically, funny thing is, the first drummer I did ask was Luke, but he turned it down because he was too busy, as he says. To be fair, I met Martin, the lead guitarist, because I went to school with Martin when I was in primary, as well as secondary, but we weren't really close or anything like that because you were a year above me. But I'd seen that he started to play guitar, and I started to play guitar, and he only lives around the corner from me. So I dropped him a message, and then we started meeting up and stuff like that. He had a friend called Joe who played bass. We got all together, just us three, no drummer. Got another lad in playing drums. And that's how it started with us four as a band, just as Marples, just doing different sets, anywhere we could play. As it progressed on to getting known, people coming, all his mates starting to come. Our drummer left, and then luckily we found Luke back again. He was the first person I asked, first person I thought of. Like I said, I asked him before, and he turned it down, the bastard. But anyway, we've got him now, so it doesn't matter.
There you go. So where does the name come from, Marples?
It comes from the pub in Sheffield town centre, which got bombed in Second World War. And I just thought, I was thinking about her name with me and my dad, to be fair. I said, I take all the credit for it, to be fair, but I'll mention my dad in this interview. He said, why don't you name it Marples? And I thought, it's a brilliant band name as well as a lot of history behind it.
Yeah.
So it's got a story as well, so why not?
Yeah. Fits perfectly with us being from Sheffield. It's like everything aligned.
Yeah. That's cool. That's a great name and a great, brilliant.
And another thing as well. Another thing that I found as well is I don't know why it sort of fell into this, but a lot because my dad told me how to call it Marples. A lot of his age and people who actually went to that pub, because it's not a pub now, it's just a student accommodation, but it's still there and everything. They relate to it and think, oh, is it related to that pub? And then we started to build our name off of that sort of. So
nice.
It did help us to progress, you know what I mean, early on.
Yeah.
People knew the name, do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, that's cool. That's super cool. That's great. And it's great to have a name that's got a bit of history, that means something as well, rather than just, oh, well, we sat round and we just, you know what I mean? It means something. And like I say, it's, if you're from Sheffield,
cool.
Which is wonderful. Wonderful. Cool. Yeah, because I can tell you've got a strong accent there, sir. Strong accent. I used to live in Donny for a while.
Oh, did you?
Yeah. I used to live in Donny. I got friends in Sheffield, and okay, cool.
Local then.
Hey,
local to us.
Yeah, I was. I lived there for about 4 or 5 years, but I worked around there. So yeah. What is it? Nice. Sheffield? Is it? Did they say it's? I'm not sure if it's an urban myth. Say it's the same as Rome. Is it seven hills or 7 sides or something? I can't remember what it is.
7 hills. Yeah, 7 hills.
7 hills. Yeah.
Yeah, I see.
All right. There's plenty of companies as well. It says 7 hills all around Sheffield. So
yeah, excellent.
You can't miss it.
Excellent. Oh, it's great. Let's see if we've got any not named after famous detective. Oh, I see. Manta Ray's been on and said, you're not named after the famous detective. He's talking Miss Marples there.
Miss Marples.
Yeah, I don't think you can call Miss Marples.
I know, I've had a few of them and all, to be fair.
Miss Marples.
It would be a pretty funny origin story, to be fair.
Yeah, it would, wouldn't it? It would, wouldn't it? We'll do. Just getting to know them first. It's all right. These questions, wonderful. So you've released that track, and because you had an EP out in 2022, didn't you? In the attic.
Yeah, we did. Yeah.
So what's the plan? So you've got this single out now, which obviously should that have been on in the attic? Is that the EP should have been on?
Well, to be fair, with the EP, looking back at it now, and when we did it, it was the best thing in the world because it's the first time recording all of you in together, and it was really, really good. I really enjoyed it. And looking back now, and I'm not disappointed with anything we did, but you can see that them 4 songs are demo songs, because if we recorded them again, brought them into the practice and stuff like that, and we progressed them a lot more than they are
right
on Spotify, on Apple Music. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like we are doing shown, that's the level that we're gonna hit, if not higher, with all of the songs. Because like say if we record them songs now, I know for a fact that they'll be 100 times better.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
So when you've got a bit of time in the future, you'll probably go back to them and redo them, won't you?
To be fair, we had a headline gig, and a few of them were played there. So
excellent.
Yeah, we've been mentioning about remastering them, possibly.
Yeah. So what? So you've been gigging. So where you currently gigging? Are you local?
Go on, Luke.
Yeah, it's mostly local at the minute. To be fair, what I will say is this year is the time where we're finally branching outside of it.
Yeah.
Obviously, not to spoil anything, but we have got a fair few coming up that are, a fair few hours drive away from here. So,
nice.
Yeah, they'll be coming later on towards summertime. But we're finally starting to get in the recognition to be able to do that sort of stuff and kind of fund it. Which, to be honest, I've got to give credit to all the lads. I feel like we have put in the effort.
No, that's good because it's not easy, is it? Especially if it's not cheap to try and get a band going or touring. No. Even just fuels, it's ridiculous, isn't it? So Janice is asking what gigs are coming up. Not the ones that you can't tell us because I think there's some secret stuff going on here.
I know. Yeah. Well, we've got one this Friday at Sydney Matilda in Sheffield Town Centre, the City Centre, sorry. And it's called Between the Lines Festival, so there's a few more bands on there. A good band on there that supported us recently. And we've got one on Sunday at Woodstocksbridge, it's called. So it's in Stocksbridge, and they've just added names together. Woodstocksbridge.
Woodstocksbridge. I like it. Yeah, fucking brilliant. Yeah. Why not?
But on that one, so it's like a festival, like an actual big festival. That one in where Stocksbridge Park Steels play the football team. It's in the field in the back.
Right.
But they've got some tribute bands on and stuff like that later on.
Yeah.
So it should be a good day, to be fair.
That'll
We've
be
got
brilliant,
a lot of good local acts on as well, like us. So
hopefully a lot for the weather's kind, because it's been a bit crap on it.
I know, I hope so. We're playing to no one. Or you never know.
Oh, wet. Everyone in Pacamax. Yeah.
Aye.
There you go.
Aye.
Right. Have we got anything else? No, we're not got anything else. So what we sometimes ask people is something that's happened memorable at a gig or a disaster. You know, something's happened. You've gone, I don't know, you've put your foot through the drum or something, or what something must have happened, hasn't it, that you go, oh my God.
I already know what mine is.
I know. As soon as he says it, there's a lot that comes to mind. To be fair, especially with early gigs.
I've got my one.
Go on, Luke. You tell us, man. You tell us.
It was, as soon as I say it, Nev will know what I'm on about. We were supporting a really good band called Marseille.
Oh, Marseille, yeah, absolutely wonderful.
Behind the drums, they had like a massive flag with their logo on.
Yeah.
I got up. I think it was to just like sort my headphones out, and I knocked the entire flag down. And because, you know, I'm quite a small man, I couldn't put it back up. So for the rest of our set, there was just half a flag hanging behind my drum set.
Oh my God.
But luckily, which I will say, as it fell, and it's spelled out M-A-R, and you couldn't see anything else. So it did look like it was going to say Marples.
Marples, yeah, because when you search for Marples, Marseille come up. We have actually interviewed Marseille. We've had them on the show. So great guys, absolutely wonderful.
Good lads,
yeah, very talented, really good.
Yeah.
Excellent. That's a good story. Good story. I bet they were well chuffed with you. But they're good lads. I'm sure they were fine.
From crowd, to be fair.
I bet. Oh, it's a night. Stuff like that's a nightmare, isn't it? Because you can't just stop, can you? Just hang on, people. Go to the bar while we just put this flag back up. Yeah, nightmare.
The amount of strings and stuff like that, they've just snapped.
Yeah.
All lads will tell you, even in early gigs, because obviously as I started the band with old lads, I started playing music. So I've always listened to music and stuff like that. So we just chucked us into deep end, really. Us three with his old drummer. We just chucked us into deep end. So a lot of stuff was just done just as we could. Do you know what I mean? So when you go and try and change your strings, your send and stuff like that, they are going to start and snap, aren't they? So but you've got to do it because you've got to do it at the start. Then, like now, we know how to recover. So now, in my bag, so if one snaps, chuck that one straight on, can't you? You learn from these things.
Yeah, exactly. It's a common
emergency toolkit
thing. So yeah, you need to make sure for the future you've got some flag, you know, something to put flags up.
Some tape or something like that.
Yeah, tape, whatever, anything. Just, you know what I mean?
100%.
Yeah.
I need a small step ladder to get up.
Why has the drummer got a step ladder? Well, you'd never know. The sign might come off behind us. It could happen. Mantray's been on. What was the last artist you all went to watch?
Oh, good question.
It is a good question.
It is a really good question, to be fair. Go on, Luke.
I'm going to have to think.
I am, to be fair.
The last one... I think the last one was last year, I believe. There was when I went to Leeds Festival, if that counts.
Yeah.
So Arctic Monkeys performed there. That were awesome.
Nice. Like it. Arctic Monkeys, very popular band. So who influenced you guys? Who was your musical influences? Was it the Arctic Monkeys and people like that, or?
Not me personally, but I know that Luke likes Monkeys. With Sheffield bands and stuff like that, I like them because they come from Sheffield.
Yeah,
that's a big thing with me. I love Sheffield with that sort of stuff and bands that come from there. Like even like you say Marseille, that small band, Arctic Monkeys, Reverend the Makers. I love all them sort of bands that still stay from Sheffield, especially Reverend the Makers, who had us on. But the influence for me would be early influence from my dad would be like Beatles, Oasis, all the obvious stuff.
Yeah.
And as I've got older and been able to fall into my own sort of music, it's been very much recently, I will say, Strokes. I fell really into Strokes, to be fair.
Yeah.
As well as Blossoms, Catfish.
Yeah.
That sort of good feel about it. I love the upbeat sort of music as well as, like I say, with Strokes, it's a bit of a jump, to be fair. But you can take inspiration from everywhere, can't you? So.
Yeah, definitely. What about you, Luke?
Well, it's interesting, to be fair, because my drumming influences completely kind of contrast the sort of stuff we play. So like for me, the whole reason I started drumming was kind of 2000s, early 90s pop punk.
Right.
So like your Blink-182s, Paramours, Taking Back Sundays, like kind of bands like that. So in my spare time when I'm practicing songs, those are the kind of things I like to practice. But then again, like Nev was saying, Arctic Monkeys, I love Catfish myself. So I think it's a nice, good mix, and I feel like it really helps because when it comes to drumming, you've got a lot in your toolkit. Then you can sort of adapt to different sort of stuff.
Definitely, yeah. It's good to be influenced or not just one thing because you can draw on that. If you look at some of the bands that have done things, you mentioned the Beatles. I know it's way back when, but they took influences from things that they'd done. And, some of their albums were totally different, weren't they? Do you know what I mean? And a bit psychedelic, didn't they? There's probably a little bit of drugs consumed at that point. But yeah, there was, they went psychedelic. They just changed and added different things in it. Philharmonic, they added orchestra music. They did all sorts of stuff, didn't they? Indian influence. So it's good to have pull different things into what you do, isn't it? Here we go. Mantre, will you be going to watch Slam Dunk Festival? It's given your pop punk influences. Probably not, because they're probably too busy doing their own gigs. That's the issue, isn't it? Hey?
We are busy at the moment, to be fair, with gigs and that. So
yeah, that's the issue, isn't it? You'd be gigging, so the only bands you're probably going to see are the ones that you're supporting or are supporting you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like they're the same gig. Yeah.
Yeah, we don't mind though because we do support good bands. To be fair, so
you will do, yeah, and they
100%.
Fantastic. So, how'd you get Eddie on when he's Eddie on? He always asks about how do you get to and from gigs? Have you got a van or do you just all separate cars? How's that work?
Well, I wish we had a van, especially a few times.
I wish.
A lot of times, being that headline gig that we had the other day, God. Everything was just going wrong in the day because it was like a day thing. The gig was fantastic, and I don't know how it went so perfect, that gig, because the day was shocking. Everything was just going wrong. Do you know what I mean? But we're travelling and stuff like that. Like I say, I wish I do had a van, but it's mainly cars and whatever we can do really.
Nightmare.
But like if we're doing other gigs, we try and get like trains and stuff like that. So, or we'll drive.
Apart from Luke with his drum kit.
Yeah, I know. He's the only one that can't drive.
That's the real issue, to be fair.
Nightmare. Yeah. Feel sorry for the drummers. Poor drummers sat at the back. No one just ignoring them, and they've got all this gear to move. It's ridiculous. Terrible. It is. When they get a van, you shouldn't have to drive because you should get a free pass on that because you've got enough shit to deal with. That's what I think, anyway.
I'll be relaying that message.
Yeah, I was laughing when you were saying about stuff going wrong because we're having a bit of a thing in Studio One in 2 weeks' time. Is it 2 weeks' time? 13th of May. Anyway, 2 or 3 weeks' time. And I'm thinking, oh my God, is it going to go right? Because it's our first major one. So yeah, we'll see. Mm-hmm. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Should be interesting.
Should be.
What I'm going to ask you, in case I forget, because then you'll go mad, can one of you do us a drop, an artist drop, like, this is Marples, you're listening to Duggystone Radio. We use them on the shows, you see. Who wants to do that?
Do I do it, Luke, or shall I do it?
Go on, Nev. As front man, I think it's your right.
Well, what's the line, did you say? Sorry?
Just say, this is Marples, you're listening to Duggystone Radio.
Oh, just say what I want. Is
say what you fucking want, mate. It doesn't matter. I don't really ask. As long as you say, as long as you've got Marples and Duggystone Radio in there. I mean, here's an example of one, but you don't have to do this. But this is Mike Stoynoff. He's an absolute fucking lunatic. But listen to this.
Hello, my name is Mike Stoynoff. You're listening to Duggystone Radio, and this might be the best morning of your life.
There you go. It's fucking wonderful, isn't it? Brilliant.
Yeah.
Anyway, so anything.
All right. This is Marples. Stream I've been shown and listen to Duggystone Radio.
Wonderful, thank you. Eddie will turn that into a jingle and we will play it on the show because we play them, you see, as artists. Yeah. We're building up a library of them for when you get famous. We've got your jingle. You know what I mean?
Brilliant.
Yeah, cool.
You have to keep them all the ones. Have to keep them.
Yeah, we've got them, mate. We've got them all in the library. We're not daft, We're not daft.
Oh, brilliant.
Excellent. Hey, so where's the other band members? What are they up to today?
One of them's at cinema. I don't know where the other one is.
Oh, couldn't be arsed then.
Couldn't be arsed.
Are you all gainfully employed, or how does that work? Are you all working, or are you just focusing on the band? What's the story with that?
Well, we're all working, aren't we, Luke? Yeah. So all got set hours, bar Luke. So that we struggle with that with practicing. But that's the only issue, really. But with the hours and stuff like that, it does fall very nicely because, like, we all finish at sort of same time, so it is very nice with that.
Cool. Where do you normally practice then? Someone's garage, or have you got a church hall or something? What do you do?
It's just a practice place in Sheffield, just called Attic Studios. Where first place I typed in when I first started practicing, got in touch with Tom, got in touch with Joe. We went to typed in practice studios. First one that came up, Attic, and we've just stayed there ever since. It's absolutely spot on.
Excellent. So is that just one room, or have they got various?
They've got various rooms, yeah. And to be fair, if we can't get in there, because it is good and people do want to be in there, we have to go to Practice Sheffield as well. So we do sway from either or.
Sounds familiar, that Attic Studios. I don't know why, but it does sound familiar to me.
It's brilliant Attic.
Yeah. We've had your music influences. Hey, have you got any? I don't know if it's just one pot to me. Have you got any rituals before you go on stage? Like, I don't know, I might have to drink a can of Coke, or I don't know, twist around 15 times. And is there anything you do before you go on stage, or do you just get out there, just have a couple of beers and get on with it?
Not really. When we start to do gigs and stuff like that, I tend to not focus on it like that. Just focusing on the gig, getting out there, and getting on with it and having a good time. Not really. Oh, really? The only thing I'd say with rituals is just don't be screaming and singing all week on Saturday. Do you know what I mean?
Especially when you're singing at the weekend. So what about when you come off at the other end? Because I know sometimes if you've had a good show, it's like you're up there, aren't you? Like bouncing off the ceiling. How'd you come down from that, or does that really affect you? Like the next day, do you go on a downer, big downer? Because
we play out for rest at night, don't we? Really. I feel like, especially with like supporting gigs that are around like 8-9 p.m. You know, at that point, if it's gone amazing, why not celebrate? Why not have like, a couple of drinks?
Because you're already there. You're already there. You might as well carry on. That's mega. That because if you then later on in the night and it finishes, then you're in the middle of the morning. You know, you're way into the early hours. But you're right. If you're on about 8 o'clock, you're great. You've got the rest of the night then to kick off, haven't you? Wonderful.
It's brilliant.
Excellent. Just see if there's any more questions. Don't think there is. Oh, just refreshing it. No, there's nothing on there. Is there anything I've not asked you that you want to get out there or publicise or promote, or you know what I mean?
Well, stream I've been shown, really. It's all over everywhere. We've put some effort into it, to be fair. It's to me, it's a personal song with writing the lyrics and stuff like that. So if you want to listen to it, just listen to it once. If you don't like it, you don't like it. Just listen to it once.
Just at least listen to it once. If 1 million people listen to it once, we'll be happy.
Exactly.
So, listen. What is the track about then? You say it's personal. I've been shown. What's the story behind the track?
To be fair, I always feel like the personal take, like I say, on my sort of end, I can tell you that, but I don't always feel like you should take it in the same way, if you get what I mean.
I like that. I like it.
Yeah,
you know
what
I mean?
Yeah. That's perfect, mate. I love that.
But I could explain it, but I could just leave it. So if you do want to look at lyrics, you can.
I'm liking that. He's either being extremely fucking lazy, or he's fucking not that. But you're right, because someone might write a track. I mean, I think about some of the artists that I've interviewed recently. And you listen to the track and then think, oh, yeah, I'm loving this. And then when the artist comes on and says, oh, it's about X, Y, and Z, you go, I would never even have put that in there. Do you know what I mean? I'm thinking.
And I don't like that sometimes. I feel like when that happens and you know what it's about, you sort of lose the magic of it.
Yeah.
You lose the magic.
Yeah. If you listen to the last artist interview with Sam Lambeth, his track, Walking to the Well, and it's like an upbeat sort of thing. You think, oh, brilliant. And it's about the first person born after 9/11 and how they would feel, and you think, oh my god, it's like you took me on a whole different do you know what I mean? It was like an upbeat, I thought it was just like an upbeat tune, but really weird. Anyway, I like it.
But it's like I say, it's the same aspect as that. If you do get told, sometimes you do feel it a bit more.
Yeah,
like you say, with
exactly.
that.
It
'Cause
depends. It can swing both ways, but I appreciate that. Listen, what we're going to do, we're going to play the track. We're going to let you get on with your evening, go and do whatever you need to do, and we wish you all the success with what's going on in the future. Keep us informed of what you're doing, and when you can tell us about these gigs that you're doing that you don't want to tell us about, then please let Janice know, and we'll promote it on Duggys Atomic Dustbin.
Yeah, we'll keep in contact anyway, pal, because there'll be new stuff out, new singles and that, so
well,
we'll see you soon.
This year's definitely the one to look forward to.
That's what we do. We're always hungry for new tunes, and when we follow a band and we promote a band, we like to showcase what they're producing. So we're going to spin this. We're going to let you get on with your evening. Great to chat with you guys. Wish you all the success in the future. Keep it Duggystone Radio, yeah? There you go, people. Listen to this, and you make your own version of it, because he's not telling you.
Exactly.
It's been another introducing for Duggystone Radio. Thanks, lads.
Thank you. Cheers, pal.
Cheers, thank you.
Job to hold yourself right down. Get prepared for the life. Don't be a letdown. Comfortably shy to perform at the stage. Just need a break. Early steps in the life to perform the unknown. Getting your name out there so people will know. Wanting better things you wish you kept. Still aspiring to the next step. I love you by my side. I'll make it for you right. And that's what you decide. If I can stay the night, I'll make it on my own. Yes, that's what I've been shown. Making progress and I know we'll go far. Sit beside you and strum on my guitar. Get the practice in the way you'll be behind. Adding fuel to the small flame. Breaking through the lines, can see the good times. Had to do the hard and nasty stuff to find which way the life would lead you to go. Never wanted to move real slow. I love you by my side. I lick it for you right. You folded the cracks would show when he was moving slow. You started to dive and duck, unable to catch a turn. And that's what you decide. If I can stay the night, I'll make it on my own. Yes, that's what I've been shown.
There you go. That was Marples. Marples from Sheffield. Absolutely wonderful. That was another interview. Duggystone Radio Introducing. Go and check the band out. Absolutely brilliant. Like them. Yeah, more to come. More to come. Cookout.